How you doing, class and Professor Wilson? My name is Charles Fowler, and I will be presenting my topic today, which is diversity in organizations. Now I'm going to give you guys the definition of diversity. Diversity refers to identity-based differences among and between two or more people that affect their lives as applicants, employees, and customers. These are things such as race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, and age. So next I'm going to talk to you about challenges and diversity within the workplace. The first thing I'm going to talk to you about is communication barriers. Now we speak English over here in America, but over in Asia, Africa, things like that, English might not be the first, you know, born language. It might be the second or the third. So that could create barriers in a diverse work group because if the majority of people speak English and it may be one or two people that speak French or Portuguese or whatever, you know, it could be misconstrued. People could feel left out of things, miscommunicated, stuff like that. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is discrimination. Discrimination, there are multiple kinds of discrimination. It could be age discrimination, religion discrimination, gender discrimination, sexual orientation discrimination, things like that. The next thing I want to talk to you about is geographic differences. So like over here we use a lot of technology where somebody's originally from, they might not even have access to technology. Or the work life balance over here is kind of like work a lot of hours, outside of work you only can sleep and eat. But over, across the country to in a different country, they might work a little bit and the rest of their day they might be able to party, whatever. So that could be an adjustment for somebody who's not from here. And as far as work styles, just it could be like a tempo difference, like it's a faster paced work style over here in America versus a slower work pace, in the UK, or vice versa. It could be faster overseas and slower over in America. So that's something to think about as far as like diversity is just getting your team on one accord. Now we're going to get into the benefits of diversity in the workplace. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the higher creativity output. So when you get people from all different type of walks of life and things like that, they have different experiences. So that can help broaden the creativity in the way people think. The next thing I want to talk about is better decision making. So that just goes back to the creativity thing is since people come from different backgrounds, they have different ways of like problem solving and making decisions. So that gives you different aspects versus just one solid way because people are from basically like the same ethnicity or same background. So when you get different people from different walks of life, they able to give you a outside the box thinking. The next thing I want to talk about is improve customer service and understanding. So I've actually been in situations where I got a customer that speaks a different language and one of my coworkers was able to translate and give that customer a better service and better experience. So that's a good thing about having diversity in your team. And the broader range of skills, yeah, like people from different countries and different, you know, areas learn different techniques. Our curriculum here in America is, one way, and the curriculum in Asia could be a different way. You know what I'm saying? And that gives you a better, wider range of skills on a team when you can pick that out from different parts of the world. So I want to thank y'all for listening to my little snippet on diversity and organizations. So I'm gonna ask you guys a question. What are some team building tactics that you will use to help build a bond for a diverse team of your own? Let me know in the discussion. Appreciate y'all.